Morning. 15th of January 2021. Messages, Spirit, please. So what do we need to know today? Something. That will do. Today's card is the Capricorn card, the Toxic Situations card. So we need it in the reverse to release us from the toxicity. Let's see what Spirit's got to say. Astro DJ gave me the song Suddenly I See. So it might be sudden revelations about something. Wait till almost the last card. It's just after midday maybe that you'll find what this is about. So, unfortunately, it's not in the reverse. This could be a contract that you signed just as Mercury turned retrograde. It could be a promise that you made, something that keeps you shackled to a job, a person. It's being manipulated, it's being seduced by material things. It's also passion, a passion that keeps you trapped, like a passion for a career that's not good for you, or a passion for a person that's not good for you. Keeps you in hell. But there's unconditional love, especially for you guys. You can't help who you love, can you? But especially for the guys, even though we've all got the masculine in us, you've also got to love yourself. Not in an egotistical way, just enough to keep your boundaries in place. Speak your truth no matter what, no matter who you think it's going to hurt, because you have to live in your truth. You can't walk around on eggshells to keep other people happy. Otherwise you're not living your life, you're living someone else's. So cut through the bullshit and get to the point. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, younger energy, like a child could be involved somewhere. And it could be child maintenance. A child that's costing you a lot of money. Of whatever age. It's blocked communications, no communication, and no improvements in finance. And it's causing bickering that's becoming bigger than that. So it's arguing over who left the top off the toothpaste, when really the issue is that someone's not happy about the relationship. There's a homecoming. Somebody is tired of banging their head against a brick wall and they want to go home, either to who they truly are or to a place where they feel they can heal. And they're impatient to do so. And there's a Cancer energy. Somebody's going to take back control of their life. Hopefully without trying to control others, but they are going to take back control. And maybe a new vehicle for some. This is the roots, the ancestors, the family, the mother energy, the womb, the breasts, healing. So somebody may be going home to the parental home for a bit of motherly love. Those born on the 7th, living or past, or the 25th, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's taking the reins back. It's going back on track to success. Yeah, there's a Capricorn female. Could be anywhere in your chart. So she's very passionate. She's a very good friend. She could be a Virgo or a Taurus, but she's landed on the Capricorn card, so I presume that's why. She is reliable, predictable, especially financially. But then we have the Five of Wands again. A power struggle, competition, conflict. Change. And change is because of the full moon. I believe it was in Capricorn as well, so it's something to do with that full moon in Capricorn. It's born on the 18th, living all past, date for your diary and address. It's about being very clear on which path you want to take now. Knowing that the path won't be easy, but that you have to walk it anyway. And it means that you're going to have to remove yourself from the family unit, or that the family security financially will take a hit. Something is over. Something's ending financially or emotional security. 10 years is mentioned. Too many. Yeah, the bickering is because somebody's kept something to themselves, or somebody wants to escape, get away with something that they don't deserve to get away with. So this homecoming, Spirit are telling you to walk away, possibly from all that you've ever known, because this is about leaving that materialism behind. It's telling you that you will not walk this journey alone. You will have someone to walk with you, be it in spirit or in the flesh. You need to heal. It is also the medical card, and it is healing medical issues. So any issues with the head, face, or accidents, possibly in the car, will be healed. It's about the abdomen, the intestines. It was the lockdown card. So I hope to God none of you are still going in lockdowns. It's hospital doors, etc. Those born on the 9th or the 27th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. So again, this could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, positive energy. And a change is what you're impatient for, a positive change. And it is coming. Those born on the 10th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And now it's time to decide to move on. Take the reins back in your hands and take back control. It's come out on a side, so some of you would and some of you will. But that's your choice, your consequences. You make your own destiny. Because this is a burden that needs to be released. Another 10. So that's what I believe is 2 10s and a 10 there. So 3 10s. It's about ending something. So Virgo is positive energy. Cancer is positive energy. 9 or the 27th, 7 or the 25th. So the only one that's missing is the Strength card. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Jump off that cliff and make your wings on the way down. The Fool's Journey. And if you watch on the Facebook page, I went through the Fool's Journey, didn't I? Or was it on here? Can't remember. So we're starting another cycle, a new cycle. But we're still at that crossroads. Thinking about taking the road less travelled. Pausing. Needing to fight for what we want to become very clear. If we want it, we've got to fight for it. We've got to go for it. Because there is a union here. Unfortunately, it's lasted 10 years, but there's no communication. 2 months is mentioned. A bond. 6 of Cups. Someone from the childhood, happy memories of your childhood, things to do with children, the past. Again, addictions, hard lessons that you've learned. You have to heal from them, overcome them. I was born on the 14th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. 2 people born 1988, plus or minus 12, February to February. Or 1965, plus or minus 12, February to February. It's addictions to alcohol, drugs, chocolates, gambling, shopping, whatever it is. Overcoming it. And why? Because you love them and they love you. Simple as that. Where's he gone? Where's my King of Cups gone? Don't know. Pretty sure there was a King of Cups somewhere. Where did he go? There he is. So this is a couple that love each other very, very much. But nothing can grow in barren lands. So if the effort isn't put in and they're refusing to change and move forward, it's going to cause arguments. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children are the most important female in your life, because you can't just sit and stagnate. You've got to live, and live in the now. Enjoy your life. Don't get too comfortable is all I'm saying. 3rd or 30th, living or past. If your diary and address, arguments and lack of abundance. So the truth has to be spoken now. It doesn't have to be a separation, and it doesn't look like there is a separation here. It's just saying that perhaps one of you drinks too much, perhaps one of you smokes too much, and the other one's been saying for 10 years, I'm not having it. And if you haven't taken on board because you take them for granted and think they're always going to be there, then you're in trouble. Because right now, somebody's not happy and not speaking. Unconditional love here, but this is a new journey and a new chapter. I don't care if you've been together 40 years. You cannot do just sit and stagnate. You've got to live your life. Do the things you wish you'd done. And if they're not prepared to get off the couch and do it yourself. It might cause a bit of ructions because you've never done it before. But you've got to do it for yourself. Because there's no communication here. No news. Maybe you're waiting for news from abroad. And life is just chopping wood and drawing water. There's no living in it. It's existing. And probably somebody's spying on you, watching from afar, trying to cause trouble. You don't want to be in this never-ending cycle. You're sick of the same old stuff, and they've probably heard that word from whoever this is, or it's come out of your mouth. There is no why. It's just they want to live. They want to have a fun life. They don't want to just exist. They don't want to do things by the book. So, you're drained, you're empty, or someone is. They've given too much and they're getting nothing back. But the heart is loyal. So, you are blessed because somebody loves you. What did I say? Somebody wants to escape this. So be aware. If you love somebody a lot, make sure they escape with you. It should have been, the song should have been Pina Colada song, really, with that one. 36. Yeah, it's about being stubborn and not seeing things. Unlike the song, that finally somebody's woke up to what they want, and it's not that they're unhappy with you, because they do love you, but they are not prepared to live or just exist anymore. So the lunatic, the lover, and the poet. Midsummer Night's Dream, if anybody's watched it or read it. It's time to get on point. It's not a time to ignore or overlook what's there, because things get fragmented. So finally see clearly. It is the Pisces house. It's about mysticism, dreaming, drowning, vast seas, surrendering, the self undoing. So this is where you're your own worst enemy. If you're not careful, both of the people in this situation, because this does seem to be a love read. I've tried to see it any other way and there isn't. Both of these people love each other. But one or both are their own enemies because they've got too complacent, too comfortable, lapsed in judgment and made bad choices along the way. The 12th house is at the end of the zodiac, ruled by Pisces. It's a passage or rebirth. So it brings you to your new journey. This house contains the meaning of all the signs and planets and all of the houses within it. Some see it as the gutters or the garbage dump of the zodiac. It is still distinct in its meaning, and only evolved souls and the doomed live here. It takes you to your highest of highs and your lowest of lows. It offers bliss, spiritual fulfillment, the meeting up with twin flames. What did I say? You meet your twin flames, but it's usually in dire circumstances. It promises of losing yourself in some beautiful other, but it might be like trying to hold on to a cloud. It's where we lie to ourselves more than anything else. It's about water, toxins, poisons, perfumes, candles, hidden chambers, secreted desires, martyrdom. It's about forgetting about ourselves and just living for others. But that brings confusion and danger, fear and paranoia. It is beauty and love. It teaches us to write poetry and understand the message from the heavenly spheres. The 12th house inspires us to show great kindness. Something is amiss here. There is something about this situation you're unsure of, or at least you're not privy to. All is not as it seems, and without the information, it's difficult to move forward. So that's why we're in limbo. The signals you're getting are probably the wrong ones. That medical test you've just had, the diagnosis is not accurate. What seems obvious right now is only a mirage or obscured. There's an important love affair or relationship here. You will soon be shown something you were mistaken over. So you maybe misjudged somebody or made a mistake. And the results are shattering. Your visions will be profound. You either write beautifully or you have a deep psychic gift. The warning with this card is not to look to others to fulfill you or to others to give you the purpose, at least not at this current phase. So if your partner is quite happy watching the telly, then he's got to, or she has got to be prepared for you to be able to go out alone and enjoy yourself. Because if that's not what you enjoy doing, that's not what you enjoy doing. And they love you regardless, unconditionally. Either the incorrect time to attempt something or looking at the wrong crowd, the wrong people. it gives us magic. You cannot be all that is without truth and magic. So take heed and search for clarity. Suddenly I see, is what the song was. Watch out for deception at this time. Dissolving of boundaries, a lack of definition. So you've become as one, but you're not one, you're two separate souls. A lack of definition, being under the influence of something or someone. Being the victim, seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends and not having a clear sense of things. Being lost in a fog and mist. Glamour, falling under the spell, being seduced, sleights of hands, being led, mermaids, ocean life, beaches, leaks, cancellations due to wet weather, hospitals, the end of life, shut-ins, psychiatric issues, being charged but not guilty, prisons, criminals, con artists, bringing back luck on yourself, karma, fate, poetry, music, showing kindness, compassion, being converted to a religion, hopefully not a cult, the call to spirit, certainness, hypnosis, mediumship, clairaudience, spirits, intoxication, old souls, the valley of miseries, but this is the answer to love. Solitude, charity, begging, hospitalization, secret enemies, exploitation, and visions. So somewhere you've been seduced and you forgot to be yourself. The Lady of the Gift is back. So, 20. And she is your challenge. It's about what part of you give away. The Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in our world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. If you are doing this, perhaps someone is doing it to you, withholding something in order to keep you manipulated, controlled, so that you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. So if somebody's been gaslighting you, ignoring you, and then comes back and tries to be all normal, now is the time for you to realise that that's not what you want. Giving to others with the idea of getting something in return is also being warned against here. The best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. Because like I said, if you love unconditionally, you don't expect anything back. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. So if somebody is, how can I put it? If somebody is making you sit watching Strictly on a Saturday night or a war film and you've never enjoyed war films, but you did it because they enjoyed it. But they've so say you was the fella, because we're not going to be sexist here. Say you're the fella and you like Strictly, and she's the woman and she likes the war films. So for 20 years she's made you watch the war films, but she's never ever sat and watched Strictly with you. You have to watch it yourself on your phone later on when she's cooking tea or something. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not unconditional. That's not a balanced relationship. You have to give as well as receive. And there is love here. Otherwise you wouldn't have put up with 20 years of war films if there wasn't. And they probably love you. But you've allowed them, enabled them, by not putting your boundaries in place, to do that. They won't even know there's an issue. But you know there is. It's time to be honest about it. It's just one scenario. Could be bigger problems or smaller ones than that. But you have to communicate. Truth relationships can say anything. And there's the mum. She's going to make me cry, ain't she? So if any of you have lost your mum lately, she's there. She'll always be there to heal and look after you. So talk to her. I might get emotional with this one because I ain't seen my mum for a bit. Not allowed. So here we go. Everybody knows that I start blubbing at this card. I'm sorry, can't help it. Star Mother, 48. So, here we go. Isn't she beautiful? You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you only knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry or fear. So if you love someone, tell them, but be honest. Let the mother carry your burdens, let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets and shame and guilt at her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you only knew it, you're already healed. Let her remind you that your goodness, let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are, and remind yourself that you're doing your best, and try not to carry it all on your own shoulders. You've got this, and your mum's got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders, and forgive yourself, my dear sweet child. Time to mother yourself. Look after yourself. What would your mum say? Have that conversation in your head. Are you going up or what? Get a wash. Get dressed. Pull your socks up. Are you eating enough? All the things your mum would say, she's still saying to you. Time to heal. She'll be whittering in your ear. Well, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't talk to her or him. Speak your truth. You might feel like you've got nobody batting for you. You have. And then look at that. You are healed already. If you want to be healed, you're healed already. Miracles are free. If you've got any medical issues, she's telling you not to worry. Trust in yourself and celebrate your true life, not the one you're living now. Oh dear me, fancy. Can't believe that card, it gets me every single time. There it is. She's telling you to let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tightly to people, situations, control, stubbornness. Teach. Inspire others to let nature be your greatest teacher. So look to nature. Look to the animals, the birds, the trees. She's sending you messages all the time. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.